Hey everyone, I'm MegaGWolf and welcome back to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. So I recently had another chance to go to an event to play and show you a bit more of Xenoverse 2. This time we're doing a bit of the story, but I can show you around a little. And this place is pretty big. You got the skill shop there, you got your mixing shop there, and if you're wondering, I can only show you around, I can't really interact with a lot of stuff. But I can be like, oh hey, there's the various shops you can check out, just in case you were wondering. Also, you can fly around in the space now, which is really useful because getting around in the original game in the main hub was just slow and a nightmare. So now you can just fly around to your heart's content and not worry about being really slow, and it feels good. Let's get around in style. This new amazing technology. This thing can't fly though, so I really don't know its purpose other than looking amazing and being really fun to use, I guess. Anyway, I was told I could just do some main story missions, and I believe this guy sets a chain where we get introduced to where the shops are located and where we can go to do various things like the parallel quests and such. But of course, it's following a story of oh hey, you're looking for Elder Kai? Well, maybe I saw him by this store. Or maybe I saw him by this area of importance. Hello. And you're just, you're running around trying to find out where the hell he's gone. Oh my, how convenient. This person's saying they saw him elsewhere. I guess we're just gonna have to look in the reception area, which I believe is, well, they say it's the big building with the yellow roof. Let's get a good look from above. Oh, I think it's this one. Alright, where are you gonna lead me this time?
Howdy.
Howdy. Ah, he's gone towards the time nest. One would assume that this is probably going to be the last point that I have to go to, so I believe this is up here. And you see, with the original Xenoverse, you'd have to awkwardly walk there and at a brisk pace, but now we can just fly, and it's way easier. Hi, Elder Kai. How you doing? You're making me run around like a headless chicken. Of course it's your fault, you damn old man. He's basically explaining that it's going to be our job to go and fix time when it screws up. Though I do like their reasoning for the fact that there's so many bad things happening in the timeline. The idea is once one thing happens, it makes it easier for more bad things to happen. Gives some legitimacy to why it all happens all at once. And the Supreme Kai of Time wants to teach me the wisdom of battle, even though I don't think I've ever seen her fight anything, so I don't even know if she can do that. But I think it's just like a tutorial, in case you don't know how to fight in the game. Okay, Elder Kai, send me on my first mission. I want to go on my first time patrol. And Elder Kai's like, don't mess this up. I'm also going to cut out the load time. It's not that bad, I just want to keep it quick. Ah, it's that classic story.
Special beam cannon!
Piccolo!
It's time to make my heroic entrance and get ready for the fight. Ah, dear. Need to work on that landing. I've always enjoyed what-if scenarios, so being able to see the story that I'm so used to be kind of tweaked and changed is actually really interesting to me. I've always got a kick out of it. So Xenoverse is really good for that. And I'm wondering how Xenoverse 2 is going to change it up even more. Alright, we just have to defeat Raditz. Sounds simple enough, I'm sure. Now, since we've done the versus mode before, I'm not going to go over the basics of combat because ultimately it feels the same. There are some tweaks that make it feel a bit more nice and flowy, and you can combo into different moves a bit easier. But overall, if you've played Xenoverse 1, you'll be able to get the grips of the combat of Xenoverse 2 really easily. The only thing that I noticed I didn't mention is when you spam your key blasts, like I just did, you can actually hold the button, and it seems like each race or character gets a special, like, unique version. And it's really cool, and I like the change. I also like how they're explaining that Raditz was really a lot more powerful, yet I defeated him before they even had a chance to mention why or how much more powerful he was.
What are you doing? Now, Piccolo, do it! Special beam cannon! Damn it! Serves you right. What was that? Where did...
He's really not very observant, is he? All he'd have to do is just turn around, and he'd see me still. I'm just there. I'm right there. Oh, I'm gone now. Oh, but who is it hanging out in the shadows? Oh, this is where things start to get a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to follow up by going straight into the next one, and you can guess what this is.
That scroll shows there has been another change in history.
This is when the two Saiyans, Nappa and Vegeta, arrive on Earth.
My boy!
Two Saiyans this time, eh? That's quite the pickle, wouldn't you say? These changes have been picking up in frequency lately. Please be careful out there.
Don't worry, old man, I got this. Worked on my entrance and everything. I wonder what's for dinner tonight. Oh wait, no, gotta destroy Earthlings first. Saiyan Siege, defend the Earth. So this mission we have to get Nappa's health down to a certain amount, because he is basically almost like a boss in where there are 6 of us and we have to try and defeat him, or at least hurt him a lot, which is much like a mode they actually have in the game. But of course, this is still early days in the game, so they want it to be all like, oh, he's really powerful, oh my god, but it's really just, you know, some early stuff. So any experienced player is gonna kind of get what you have to do anyway and probably defeat him quite easily on your own. But it's always nice to have the extra people helping out, even though they like to run around like headless chickens sometimes. I find it really interesting what the time patroller of the Frieza race actually has, like, combo-wise, where they blast forward with the fist in the chest. It's really quite odd, and it's nice that all of the, like this move, it's nice that all of the races have their own special, like, combo things, but it's, like, really weird to get used to, especially in a small arena. Like in the versus mode, if you use it in the world tournament map, you get from like one side of the arena to the other using that combo. Okay, so Otakai's saying someone is slowing down Goku. So that's why we can't stay here and defeat Nappa, because we have to go and find out what has happened to Goku. So now that he is out of the way, let's go and see what is going on elsewhere. How well did I do though? Pretty good. Ah, yeah, Z rank. Turles, the other Saiyan? Oh my god. What is happening here then? So this is how Xenoverse 2, I guess, is going to start spicing up the story some more. We've seen Turles and Slug be ominous and hanging around, so I guess they're going to try and intervene. I'm wondering where the story is going to go in the long run, because I can make assumptions off of what we've seen so far, but I am curious about where it's going to go with, like, is it going to be specifically, like, movie villains that are going to come out and be like, oh, I'm going to mess everything up? It definitely feels like trailers and next gameplay shown off is focusing on the fact that, oh, these are going to involve movie people now. So it's interesting to see where that's going to go, especially with the insertion of Turles trying to mess Goku up and disrupt the timeline. Turles is trying to convince me, I think, to join him, or Goku. Yeah, I think he's trying to convince me, like, oh hey, I don't know who you are, but we can go and destroy planets and have a good time overall. I get so used to like Gohan, Vegeta, and Goku doing all goody-goody stuff. I often forget that Saiyans were classed as a villainous race. Also, what Turles is saying now is very odd to me, because it makes me think like, are Saiyans kind of cookie cutter in a way? Like, if you're a low-class warrior specifically, are you destined to look alike? I don't think they ever really covered that, as far as I was aware. Maybe that was the movie that they covered that in, but I don't remember Tree of Might that much. Oh, we're getting back up? I noticed Turles' health wasn't going down anymore, so I guess plot relevance is happening.
I guess that's enough for now.
Hurry up!
And he's gone in a flash. Alright guys, I have a bit more to show you, but I think that'll be all for today. So thank you for watching. I want to thank Bandai Namco as well for the opportunity to do this event, and I will see you tomorrow probably for another video on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Thank you for watching. Take care. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Come on!